Okay, I'm making this video for the P2.com deck building contest. I'm going to do a quick rundown of what cards are in it and a demonstration of it in use. Here's a mana curve, but you're not really going to pay too much mind to this because a lot of the cards change based on deck size or health. So although it says I've got 5, 7 pluses, most of the time I'm getting to cast those at 4 or 5 mana and make them very efficient. We've got 2 Mortal Coils, Blood Mage Thalnos, 2 Kobold Geomancers, 2 Sun Fury Protectors, 2 Drain Lifes, 2 Shadow Bolts, 2 Earthen Ring Farseers, 2 Hellfire, 2 Defender of Argus, 2 Sheildmasters, 2 Twilight Drakes, 2 Faceless Manipulators, 2 Siphon Souls, Lord Jaraxxus, 2 Mountain Giants, and 2 Molten Giants. It's a really hard deck to explain how it works without actually demonstrating it, so we're going to go right into it. We're playing a ranked game in Masters 3. This is as high as it gets right now. I've had a lot of fun playing this deck. It can be really explosive and game-changing in one turn. And I haven't seen anyone running anything like it, so it catches a lot of people off guard.
Your soul shall be mine.
In your starting hands, you're going to want either Mountain Giant or Twilight Drake. Other good cards to have would be Hellfire and Mortal Coil. This isn't an ideal, it's not an ideal hand, but I can make this work. Early game you're going to be stalling and drawing cards, because the start of this deck is always going to be with a Mountain Giant or a Twilight Drake. That's a good draw for me. I'm going to take some damage for doing this though. He had a good opening card to punish what I'm doing. This is going to be a little risky, but I've got a Molten Giant to cover if I get too low. If I could draw a Hellfire here, it would probably be helpful. No luck. Now here the idea, just throwing that out there, is for him to throw everything he's got at it to burn it down. He thinks he's already ahead. He's got me down to 16 life, and he's got a lot of stuff on the field. So preferably for me, he's going to have to spend a lot to take this down. He's got a lot of options. If he's got Execute, he's probably got things he can hit it for 1 damage and kill it. If he had a Silence, he'd have played it already, because that would have been a no-brainer. Based on how long he's taking to think, he doesn't have anything to directly deal with it right now. He's probably thinking about swinging over and just hitting me for damage, and I've got cards in hand to really punish that.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Okay, so he decided he wanted to try and kill me here. I am very low, but I have a lot of ways to prevent myself from dying. Right now I put out that Molten Giant. I shielded up both my guys, so he's got a lot of decisions to try and make here. How he's going to get through these huge walls I just put up. That's a lot what this deck's about. You can just put out lots of big monsters and throw shields on them with the Hand of Argus and Sun Fury Protector.
I hope you like my invention.
I'll catch you later, Enzor.
I must choose.
Alright, that could have went better, but let's see what we're gonna do here.
Into the breach.
Deciding whether I want to faceless this guy. It's only 9-3. He does have taunt though. I'm rather low.
Tastingo.
The light protects me. The light protects me.
Summoning portal open.
That needs to die. Well, now I draw the Hellfire after I'm down to 3 health.
So many possibilities.
He has no cards, so if I can survive this, I'm gonna be in okay shape.
Into the breach. My eyes are open. Job's done.
That is a really bad card for him to draw. Really need a way to put some taunts up. There's one. Don't have enough to put out the giant though.
I wonder.
Shields up!
Of course.
This is a pretty sketchy game.
Ready for action.
actually got a chance to win this with 1 HP.
I got this.
Depending on what he ends up drawing. Alright. That's a great demonstration for this deck actually, because there's a lot of just razor close battles. They're a lot of fun. Let's take another one out, see how we do.
Gul'dan versus Gera.
Alright, we're playing against the same exact warrior.
Victory on death! Your soul shall be mine!
Rather have played against some other classes to get a better demonstration. It's not the worst starting hand, but I really need to draw a Mountain Giant or a Drake. And since I know what his deck is like, a Hellfire would also be useful. One of the good things about this deck though is that because you're a Warlock and some of the other things I've got going on here, you're going to draw a lot and have the opportunity to get the cards you need to start. This is unfortunate though. I have no way to deal with that summoner, and that is a problem.
I wonder. Job done.
Put this apple on your head.
Really gonna need that Hellfire. Alright. Gotta survive one more turn though. Getting hit by these guys. I'm gonna choose to take out the summoner here because it has the potential to bring out 5 drops next turn, and a lot of those wouldn't be killable by Hellfire. It's gonna get a little damage on me, but this Hellfire is gonna clear the board, and I'll have a massive card advantage on him.
I hope you like my invention.
Ready for action!
The light protects me.
He's likely going to swing over top of me, do as much damage as he can, and he's going to get hit with the same thing he did last time. Molten Giant, Defender of Argus, and he's going to have to deal with it again.
My shield for Argus.
I'm sure he's not very happy about seeing this wall again. Well, once again, being able to just drop huge minions over and over again and giving them taunt, it's pretty hard to deal with. Like, his deck didn't have any removal actually, so he was really screwed when it came to that match. I'm gonna try and do one more. I hope I get somebody different. Alright, good. We got somebody else. Don't be a warrior. Don't be a warrior. Alright, a rogue. These are the guys who everybody calls OP and taking all the ranked games away from people right now. This is a really good start, having Hellfire and Twilight Drake. Things that could make this better would be Mortal Coil. That's good backup. Lucky for me, I have the coin this time. I don't think I did in either of the other two matches. This gives me the opportunity to put down Twilight Drake at 8-8 on turn 3, which is pretty hard to deal with. Which is another good thing to mention, is that this deck does a really good job of abusing the current coin mechanics. I've got 9 cards in hand, and yeah, definitely playing the Drake. Now, what's awesome about doing this against rogues is he only has 4 mana right now. Assassinate is a 5 mana cost card. He can't use any direct removal to get rid of this Drake. What's likely to happen if he has Assassinate in his hand is he'll swing over me, thinking that he's just going to take that 8 damage and remove it next turn. What he doesn't know is I have a Faceless Manipulator in my hand, and I'll have 5 mana. Well, no, I won't have 5 mana because I coined this one. But a lot of time I play this on turn 4, and they have to wait a turn to assassinate me, and I can copy it. It's not going to be the case this time. Always want to keep the board clear when you can. Right here I'm likely to get assassinated, but that's going to be the end of his turn here. I'm actually missing my mountain giants. That's there mostly as a distraction. He'll probably dagger up and hit it. Buy some time to draw a mountain giant. Or another Drake.
I've got a huge card.
It's highly unlikely for me to be in this situation, but I've got all duplicates of the cards I don't want at this point in the game. I should draw one of the cards I need, either Mountain Giant or Twilight Drake next. It's very likely.
Choose soon.
Don't mess with Tusker.
No, take candle.
I've got a huge gun.
No, sorry Chris, I don't have any extra keys, man.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Alright, Twilight Drake's one of the cards we wanted to see. And we also have enough to throw down a shield to protect it. Now, the purpose of the shield here is to keep the Drake as healthy as possible to be able to Faceless Manipulator it next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have another Assassinate. We know he's only got one more in his deck, and it's unlikely that it's in those 4 cards.
I wonder.
And he would have used it already if he had it, so he likely does not, unless he just drew it. Now, what'll really decide this game is how he decides to deal with this Drake. If he either just tries to swing over it or tries to kill it. What's better for me is if he doesn't try to kill it, he tries to swing over me.
We must cleanse the Sunwell. Choose soon.
That wasn't the case, but this can still work.
Shields up.
I may have been better off not playing the Sun Fury right there. Or maybe I might have died if I didn't. He's getting desperate. He's all in and he doesn't have any more cards. I think he's coming to the realization that he's not going to win this.
So many options.
Oh, I'm going to troll him so hard right now, I think. Not often I use the Faceless Manipulator on other people's minions, since I'm usually the one putting the big guys out. Don't think there's much that can save him. He was doing that attack to the draw and hope that this card can save his ass. Just doing some more draw, but he doesn't have any mana, so this one's over.
Well played.
For the Alliance! For the Alliance!
That's a demonstration of how this deck works. And that's 3 wins in a row off off the bat in Masters 3. It's as good as it gets, pretty much. Thanks for watching, guys.